Hello, Tarot community. Again, Andrea here, joining a new Tarot hashtag created by the great Brian Cormack Carr, or as we call him, thanks to Jeff, BCC. So, yeah. Last hashtag he did, when he did the draw for the winner of the hashtag, I asked when it's gonna be the new one. When are we gonna have a new hashtag from BCC? You want a hashtag? You got one. You got one, and it's not an easy one. It's deep. And it's about important stuff. So, as I said in the video that I recorded just minutes ago, not my best day. I'm a little bit dispersed. So bear with me. I'm gonna try to do this. I'm not gonna say short because it's not gonna be short. The last video was 35 minutes, I think. So, yeah. And this one, it's deep. So it's gonna be long. Okay. Name of the hashtag: 7 life purpose questions. Easy. But great. I guess just jump into it. So yeah, he said that we can do this any way we want, if we want to use tarot or any other tool, or just or in a video, or write it down. Well, I thought about, because the questions are deep and very straightforward, like you can just answer them talking, of course. But I think I will just shuffle. I chose the Wildwood Tarot because today I feel like I need something extra. And I'm gonna respond to the questions just talking, but I'm not sure if in all of them, but in some of them I will just shuffle the cards and see what jumps out. Okay, yeah. So the first question: what are your top 5 very favorite things to do in this life? First one, and it's like I need that almost every second of my life, it's music. I need to be listening to music. Most of the time it's kind of like Celtic music, and also, of course, favorite artists, bands, whatever it is. I need to be listening to music. It's something that I absolutely love, and I only change it for some YouTube videos that I also like to watch. So that's one thing, music. I need music. Every time I go out, if I have to go somewhere, I'm always listening to music. When I read the cards, I like to have music on the background. Yeah, as much as I can, music, it's gonna be with me. Another thing, well, of course, tarot. I like tarot, oracles. I used to use the runes because it felt easier for me before I really studied the tarot. I feel like in the last video that I did, the one that I'm gonna upload before this one, It's another hashtag. It's about us as tarot readers. So I explain there what tarot feels for me, how important it is, and what it has given me. So if you want to know, just go to that other. I probably put a link below this one. So yeah, we have music, always music. We have tarot, which now is giving me a lot. And it's also something that I want to share with people, and I want to give that to other people. And that's what I want to do in my life. I'm trying, hoping it's gonna work. Third thing, I'll have to say favorite things. Trees. And I'm gonna talk about this in another question, I feel. But yeah, I live in a city, doesn't make me especially happy. I like this city. It's not too big, not too small. We don't have underground or anything like that, just bus. I move around with the bus, and that's fine. It's a nice city, but I miss the mountains. I spent my childhood in a town, not too small, but yeah, it was closer. It was closer to the mountains, and I miss that so much. I miss trees. I love parks. When I feel like going outside, because I kind of get stuck at home. It's too easy for me to get stuck at home. But when I find the energy to go out, if I can, I need to go to the park. We have it's not a huge park here in my city, but it's nice, big enough to try to get lost in it. It will never be big enough for me. I love trees, and I love to just get lost between them and feel surrounded by them. It's like, for me, it's like feeling at home, really, with trees. So if I have to choose one thing that really gives me life and makes me happy, it would be trees. Just being surrounded by trees, but like a lot of trees. Like being able to forget that you are in a city. For me, it's priceless. What else? What else? I said just 3, right? I should have brought down this before I started recording. So, music, tarot, parks, trees. I guess I should say spending time with my loved ones. To be honest, I'm kind of a hermit, pretty much. And I do have family. There's not a lot of communication in my family, so not really a close relationship. I do have friends, and I have good friends, of course. But lately, these last years, I've been becoming more and more like a hermit. And in part, it's okay, because I feel I had to really go into myself and becoming stronger without depending on the emotional link with anyone. That was a lesson I had to learn in this life. And yeah, a few years back, I had to face that, and I had to found my own ground and accepting that and staying strong in it. So now there's a funny process of maybe thinking about getting out of that cocoon, I guess. So I don't know, all of the things that I enjoy are mostly alone. Read, of course. I love to read. I don't read as much as I would like. I tend to have a lot of books around me and start them and maybe just let them around, and I'm a really slow reader, but I love to read. I love to, yeah, just surround myself with books. And now I have tarot books and all sorts of esoteric, spiritual stuff. I love that. Yeah. I think it was Diane that said one of the things that she really liked was having a book and a cup of tea. Yeah, that's my thing also. And tea. I'm missing one, right? Oh. Spending time with these amazing, beautiful creatures. This is another of my passions right now. Just having them around, like for years and years now. Buying. This is actually the biggest quartz that I have, that I own. It was a present from my mom. I asked her to choose it. And yeah, this is the biggest one. But I love minerals, I love crystals. I always felt like they were really important. They were helping me. I love having them around. And just try to be aware of their energy. I don't really have a specific way of working with them. I just like to hold them and try to feel the energy. And my God, I feel it. I'm not even sure. It's not like I receive images or words or anything like that. It's just the energy. And I trust that the information that I receive, it's being integrated somehow. I do believe it. So yeah, minerals. I love every time I have the chance. If I travel, if I go to another city, I try to go to a crystal shop, of course, and I like to try to buy a crystal that is, if not from the country, but yeah, I try to find like different crystals everywhere I go. Yeah, I think that's all. Let's move on. Second thing is, if you had to identify a connection between these 5 favorite things, what would that connection be? Well, I guess basically all these 5 things that are my favorite things to do in this life are things that make me feel balanced. And well, I think basically when we feel happy, when we enjoy, we are directly connecting to ourselves, to our essence, to our purpose in this life. And through that, we are connected to the source. We are connected to everything around us. We are connected to life. So the important thing for me about this, not as much the connection between them, but the energy behind all of that, is how they make us feel. I guess that's the point, right? Finding your vital vocation. That's the point of this. So connecting the dots basically is that, connecting to yourself, finding the way back to you, to your real essence, and finding what is your purpose in this life, connecting to that. So for me, that's the connection between these things. They open, the feeling they awaken you opens the portal to yourself. Third one, which of your personal qualities do others most often recognize as being of value in their lives? Okay, so I was thinking about this one, and the first words that came to mind were kind, also good listener, because I am, and I always found funny that people told me that I gave good advice. And I found this funny because sometimes it was about relationships. And I've never had any relationship, like a romantic relationship. So how in this earth can I give good advice when I don't have any experience at all? I always found that funny. But I guess I try to empathize. I do believe I'm very empathic. I try to put myself in the other uh, person situation and how they may feel, and also try to be as neutral and objective. It's not that hard, actually, I think, as I understand it, just to give another point of view, and maybe you give them something that they didn't consider, but it's not that special, I think. But I guess in that moment it really helps. So yeah, and just basically being kind and yeah, understanding and listening and adapting to people. So 4, where do you think the world needs more support, and what activities, tools, perspectives might help provide that support? I completely forgot to the cards. It's okay. I just remember now. Where do I think the world needs more support? Right now, if I have to answer this, I will say that well, first of all, I'm that annoying person that says no, that let's say this right. the world the world, not the planet. I guess we're talking about the human society, because it's not the same thing. The world is perfect without us. This is one of my struggles. Yeah, I try to be understanding with the human race, but so not the world, the human society, right? I think what we all need more right now is support with remembering who we really are, remembering our potential, and just understanding ourselves better. Don't being so confused and lost. I think it was Diane also that said, yeah, trying to help people when they are in a hard situation or they're confused, when they're at a crossroads. We all are most of the time in a crossroads. But just because we forgot our potential and who we really are and all the capacity to manifest that we have, we lost the connection to our higher self, and we lost the faith in ourselves and in life. So that's why I think tarot, it's so important. I'm really slowing down. And what activities, tools, perspectives might help? For me right now, I'm just focused on tarot, on trying to help people. Okay, I'm gonna repeat myself. As I said in the other video I recorded, for me tarot is more to go deeper in yourself, understanding, knowing yourself, integrating all of your parts, becoming the whole strongest version of yourself that you can be, or that you are. That's how I see tarot, and that's what it has given me, and that's what I want to share with others. So I try to fight sometimes with the notion of people that tarot is for predicting the future. I'm struggling with it right now. I'm like, I don't have patience for this. I understand it. I was there too. Not long ago, I was looking for answers for my future, and I wanted to know what was going to happen to me. That's not really what tarot is about. You can use it that way, and I try to accept this and understand it, and part of me does, but the other part, it's like, no, it's so much more. So yeah, that's the tool for me right now. Of course, there are other tools for other people. There are a lot of tools, and that's wonderful. Everyone can find their way to help themselves and then help others. That's what I would love to see in this world. So, everyone helping themselves to be able to help others. That would be nice. That has been my path. So, okay, 5. Where is your happiest place and what kind of beings live there? Easy! Parks. Forest. If I could live in the forest, I will go there right now. And what kind of beings live there? If I could choose, these ones. Wonderful wolves. I love wolves. Well, idyllically, did I say that right? Animals, beautiful animals. Yeah, just right now for me, trees and animals. Yeah, that's it. That's all. 6. If every single experience in your life, the good and the bad, have been carefully planned to train you for a specific destiny, what will that destiny be? Actually, that is a great description of life. That is what I believe life is. Every single experience in our lives, the good and especially the bad, have been carefully planned to train us for our destiny. Problem is, we live inside a society, call it system, call it whatever you want, that tries really hard let's not talk about why, that's another whole video, to make us forget that we all have a different, beautiful, special, unique path, and not really destiny. It's not a destiny, because I guess the destiny is kind of the end of the journey, and there's never an end. The important part is the journey, not the destination. I think we understand a little bit destiny like, yeah, like the destination, where are we supposed to arrive, but it's not about where we arrive, it's about what we do on the journey, and every step of the journey is how it's supposed to be to make us what we are supposed to be. But we get lost and confused, and we try to fit, and we try to do what other people tells us is the normal or the norm, or ooh, I'm rambling today. If you're still watching, thank you. You might be a little bit masochistic, but what will that destiny be for me? I do believe everything that has happened to me, especially the bad moments. Yeah, I always thought it was kind of sad that we have this idea, and I think it's true. We do believe that we need to struggle and suffer, and it has to be hard and difficult for us to learn the lessons that we have to learn. I don't believe it has to be necessarily like that, but seems like we work that way. So especially the bad ones, they have teach me about myself and about what I shouldn't do, what I should do. Don't try to fit. Don't try to be like others want me to be. Trust in myself. Trust in my passion. Trust in my faith about life. I had to struggle a lot because of course, if you're an empathic and you want to please others also, you can get really lost. But I believe, and that was my struggle, I did feel, I knew, big part of me knew that wasn't me. I wasn't going to fit because that wasn't myself. So, let me remember the question again. Yeah. I had to deal with my emotions. I had to deal with emotional struggle, and at the end I understood the patterns related to my family also. That gives you more tools as an empathic person to then be able to have more perspective, to be able to help other people. But first you need to have that perspective with yourself. And that is difficult. And not a lot of people want to do that. So I guess what we all have in common, if we want to do this kind of thing, helping others with this, first we have to go underground, to our underworld, our own. I don't want to say hell. It's not hell. But yeah, face our shadow, integrate that, go out of it, and then we have that perspective to help other people. And I do believe everything that I enjoy, everything, all my passions led me to that path. 7. If time, money, ability, confidence, prior commitments, I don't have any, and your own personal beliefs were no obstacle to you doing whatever you wanted to do, what will you start doing today? This one is really hard because the first thing that comes to my mind is going to a small town in the mountains and just live my life there. But also one of my dreams that I tried to start but then I couldn't because I don't have enough money, so there we go. It's like I heard from some other people in this community. Having my own esoteric shop, like with lots of crystals and candles and yeah, tarot decks and books and music probably. I love that. That was my dream, kind of late because I gave myself permission to imagine what I really wanted to do with my life like 3 years ago. Just 3 years ago. I found myself in another crossroad, nothing to do with my life, no plan whatsoever, and I asked myself, what do I want to do? How do I envision myself in the future? And I saw myself like an old woman in my own shop. That kind of shop. And then everything started to happen. It didn't went exactly the way I thought it would be. I knew it was really difficult because, let's be honest, you need to have a lot of money to have your own business, especially in this country where we pay absurd amounts of money every month for that. So yeah, I would love to. Right now I see it different because it's too hard having your own business. It's like I would love to find a beautiful mystical esoterical shop and please someone give me a job there and that's it. But I do want to continue on my tarot journey and I want to read the cards for other people and I want to help them, yeah, to find the way back to themselves, to discover how strong they are and how powerful they are and all the fantastic and beautiful and positive things they can do in their lives. And I'm exhausted now. Thanks, Brian. Nah, joking. It's a great time. It's a lot of thought food. I think that's how you say it. That's it, right? And the last thing, that was the last question. And then once you've answered all the questions, tell us what, if anything, you've learned from the process. Like I said, I'm exhausted. No, it's just gray outside and raining. What have I learned from the process? That everything is really complicated. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Just thank you for watching. If you're still watching this, thank you, Brian, for creating this hashtag. I hope you're having, well, probably you will watch this when you come back from the holidays. So I hope you had a great time in your holidays. And yeah, just thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for creating this, Brian. And take care and see you next time. Bye.